guys, welcome back to my channel, and hello if you're new. Make sure that you subscribe and click the little bell before you leave. That way you're always notified every single time I upload a new video. I have a new free pick a card reading on my channel every single Friday. I wanted to share with you guys, so me and my boyfriend hand make these feather smudgers. These have crystals on them. Some of them have rune bindings on them, runes for luck, wealth, protection, and these are all up in my store right now if you guys are interested. But today, in today's reading, we're going to be talking about what is it that you need to release? What is it that you need to let go of to move forward? And what is it that you need to let go of that is just blocking your path right now? So what you're gonna do is you're going to pick pile number 1, 2, 3, or 4. Whichever one you're drawn to, whichever one sticks out at you, go ahead and pick that, and let's start with the reading. I'll have timestamps below. If you picked any other number, then you'll know where in the video your reading is. But for everybody that picked card number 1, let's go ahead and see what is it that you need to release. What is it that's making blocks in your life? So we have surrender your ego, cultivate gratitude, be of service to others, and come from your heart. A big ego can work against you, but humility will further your goals. And then you have silence, and then you have peaceful among thorns. So it just seems like you're constantly surrounded by chaos, and because of that your body kind of goes into stress mode. Your body goes into like protective mode, like just you live in a place from your ego, and when you do that it's more likely that you get more stressed and worried because it's just not natural. You should be living from a place of spirit where you just know that things will be okay. And right now, because your life is so surrounded by chaos, it just feels like you need to protect yourself from all that chaos. So what is that you need to release? You need to release the chaos. You need to go inwards and spend a little bit of time alone in silence. Get a hold of your thoughts again. Like you can't even hear your own thoughts anymore. So just, and another thing is, because of this situation right now in your life, you're going to come to a point where you're going to be peaceful even among thorns. So that just means you're going to thrive even in chaos. But for right now, what you need to release is your attachment to this chaos, and just step back, take a little moment, take a breather to just spend a little bit of time in your own head to figure things out. So I hope that that reading resonated and gave you a little bit of peace. And if you want to book an in-depth reading with me, you can do so on my website, and I'll leave that link down below. But for everybody that picked card number 2, let's go ahead and see, what do you need to release? What do you need to let go of? So we have surrender to miracles, flowering, and hiding your true self. That's really interesting. You got some really good cards. So be open to miracles occurring in your life. Feel and know that these events are real. Let go of any resistance and banish any doubt that miracles can happen. So what do you need to let go of? You have this very kind of like a negative attitude, like a negative perspective and a negative view. Like, you want to look at the negative before you even get excited about the positive. It's almost like you're afraid to be happy, you're afraid to let happiness in, and you're afraid to get yourself excited for the happy, positive things in life, because you're just always wanting to prepare yourself if something bad happens. So that's something that you need to let go of. Stop focusing on the negative, kind of stop preparing so much for the negative, and surrender yourself to miracles, and just let yourself bloom just like that. It's like you're a flower and you're just not letting yourself ripen up. You're not letting yourself bloom into the beauty that you can be, because you're just, again, like you're hiding your true self. The cards, the messages are coming through, just the whole cards flow together for you so beautifully. And so that is something that you need to focus on right now, is to just trust yourself. And I hope that this reading resonated and gave you a little bit of clarity. If you want to book a more in-depth reading with me, you can do so on my website, and I'll leave that linked down below. Now, for everybody that picked pile number 3. Let's go ahead and see, what do you need to release? What do you need to let go of? Surrender your addictions, the outsider, and parasite. Okay. So whether you're addicted to substances, food, people, sex, or overworking, take action to begin to heal the addiction and replace it with healthier alternatives. Then we have the outsider. So there's a version of you that just feels like you're on the outside looking in and you're feeling left out. And it's also saying that like there's something you want in your life and you're just looking at it and you feel like you can't have it, but if you look really closely, the lock on the gate is open. So he's looking through the gate, wishing he was on the other side, not focusing that the door is wide open. So this is the message for you, is there's something in your life that you really want and you need to release that thought that it's not yours and release that fear that you don't deserve it. Those are limiting beliefs and it's like a parasite on you. Like those kind of beliefs right now are parasitic, and you need to release that because you're like addicted to just being on the outside looking in. You're almost afraid to go in and join the happiness. That's another thing that's going on with you. But the message for you here is to release that fear that you'll never get to where you want to go, because the door is right there. It might take a little bit of work to open it or whatever the case is, but the door is right there and it's open. So that's a message that came through for you. I hope that gave you clarity and resonated. If you guys want to go more in depth with me, then you can book a reading on my Etsy store, and that's going to be linked down below. Now for everybody that picked card pile number 4, let's go ahead and see, what is it that you need to release? What is it that you need to let go of? So we have surrender denial. Accept people and situations exactly as they are without denying the difficulties. Then you can see things clearly and make the best decisions. And then we have creativity. And then we have I won't cry for you. Okay, so there's something that you need to let go of that you think that if this thing happens, or if you lose this thing or person, then you're going to be like, your life will be over. You think that you don't even want to see what the other side of life looks like without this thing and this person. But the message for you here is there's something you need to release that you're very, very afraid to release, because you feel like if you do release it, you'll hurt more, or it'll just, yeah, like it'll hurt more. But the message for you right now is you're not going to hurt after releasing this. In fact, it's going to balance and align all your chakras. It's actually going to reactivate all your chakras to release this toxic thing that needs to be going away from your life, like right now. It's something that you don't need. It's something that doesn't serve you anymore. You yourself know what it is, and it's something that has to go, because there's a lot of color waiting in your life. Like there's a lot of blessings and abundance waiting for you to make that decision so that you can really bloom. So that's your reading. I hope that it gave you clarity and guidance. And if you guys want to book a more in-depth reading with me, go ahead and do so on my Etsy store. Thank you guys so much for watching, and make sure that you're subscribed and stay tuned until next Friday for the next pick a card reading. But I do upload twice a week, so make sure that you are subscribed so you don't miss out those other 2 videos. Bye!